Now at 9, 596 more cases of coronavirus confirmed in the state of Indiana as the state surpasses a grim milestone, the latest in moments.
And as positive cases rise on campus, some students are concerned for their safety, while others are not as worried.
Tracking storms moving through our area tonight and possibly severe weather as well.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening. Thanks for being here with us on this Monday night. I'm Tyler Brummett.
And I'm Catherine Segal. Today, the state of Indiana hit the 100,000 mark of positive coronavirus cases reported. The total amount of positive cases in Indiana is now at 100,394, and nearly 1.6 million tests have been done in the state of Indiana. The Indiana State Department of Health says there have also been 4 additional deaths, bringing the death toll up to 3,144. And here at Ball State, a total of 298 cases have been reported positive through the partnership with IU Health. A total of 532 students have been tested through the partnership, along with 31 employees. In addition, a total of 590 positive cases have been self-reported on Ball State's dashboard among students and employees.
Students have now been back in class for 3 weeks. BSU's decision has brought mixed emotions among the campus community. NewsLink Indiana's Grace Bentkowski spoke with some students today to find out how they feel.
Although school is back in session, many can agree that Ball State's campus is not as alive as it once was.
I think if COVID wasn't a thing, obviously we could be going out more, having more fun, going to parties.
With mask mandates, limited availability, and social distancing guidelines, what once was a busy start to the school year is now a virtual one. Most classes have been turned into hybrid learning courses or switched completely online. Some have found the switch surprisingly helpful.
Some of my classes I have, 1 week I go in person, 1 week I go on Zoom. And Zoom has its own struggles with technology issues and stuff, but overall it's been going really well.
Even amidst the pandemic, students are looking on the bright side.
I think this is actually maybe a good thing academically wise. I think I have a lot more time to focus on my work and on my studies.
As a freshman, I am really happy that I was able to come on campus, even though we do have a lot of restrictions and guidelines.
By working together to adhere to the guidelines, students are finding safety within the situation.
With the circumstances we're under, I feel safe just as long as students are doing their part to, socially distance and not going to parties and stuff. It's really important that we're working together.
In Muncie, Grace Bentkowski, NewsLink Indiana.
New on NewsLink tonight, social distancing and mask wearing aren't the only changes you will see here at BSU this semester. New buildings, including North Dining, can be seen across campus. I got a look at how the new dining hall is spending its early days amid the pandemic. Calzones, pulled pork, and Starbucks. Just some of what you can find inside North Dining.
It is really one of the places that speaks to the campus community.
After 2 years and more than $35 million spent, the university's new 64,000 square foot dining hall is complete. Karen Atkins is in charge of Ball State Dining Services. She says opening went well despite some hiccups.
We've had a few bumps, with equipment. When you've had equipment sitting for a couple of months, we've had a few bumps, but overall it's been a great opening.
But one thing Atkins couldn't anticipate, opening day coming in the middle of a global pandemic. She says she's proud of her team because they were able to quickly adjust.
It gave us time to plan and prepare to get the new normal to what we needed it to be. And so we feel like that time was well spent.
And as things are now up and running in North Dining, people, including Atkins, are taking time to find their favorite item on the menu.
Pulled pork barbecue nachos. It's offered every Friday. And so far I have not avoided it on Fridays.
Now I know what I'm trying this Friday. North Dining is open 7 days a week. We've got their hours and the menu on ballstatedaily.com. And it was really a nice day to just enjoy that food inside because we saw some rain today. We even heard some rumbles of thunder. Overall, it just wasn't the best day weather-wise out there.
Yeah, it definitely was a gloomy day, but I always love a good rainy day. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the sun coming out soon though. Natalie, over to you.
Well, no sun quite yet, as we are experiencing these thunderstorms move across our viewing area as the night does continue, and possibly the chance for those becoming severe later tonight. As the day continues, we are at 73 degrees right now and 78 in Indianapolis right now. So that cold front that is bringing those showers with us has split the viewing area right down the middle right now. As the night does continue, we can expect those temperatures to continue and dropping. And by 1 a.m. tonight, temperatures are going to reach 70 degrees and continue dropping throughout the night. We'll talk about that more later on.
Natalie, thank you. Fire crews are spending this holiday battling dozens of wildfires in several states on the West Coast. California is the state being hit the hardest by the fires. John Lawrence shows us the damages and dangerous conditions the fires are causing.
A pyrocumulus cloud hovering over California caused by major wildfires this Labor Day weekend. According to CAL FIRE, more than 2 million acres in the state have been scorched thus far this year, a record, and things aren't likely to ease anytime soon.
3 of the 4 largest fires in California history are burning right now. And the heat in triple digits, off the charts for even September, and we're not even close to the peak of the wildfire season.
The El Dorado fire in the San Bernardino area and the fast-moving Valley fire in Hapatul has some residents getting ready to evacuate.
It just exploded and came up to almost where it's at now, and the intensity of the heat is just crazy.
Down over that hill, there's a lot of houses. It's been sitting there for a while, and now it's starting to move.
The creek fire is spreading rapidly through the Sierra National Forest, where the California National Guard rescued more than 220 people who were trapped in the Mammoth Pool Reservoir recreation area.
To see all of the interagency partners come together with the amount of resources, with the uncertainty of what was actually going to come off the helicopter, there were plenty of resources to ensure that all were provided the care that they needed.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The creek fire started Friday night, and by Sunday morning it had burned about 45,000 acres. Authorities are investigating what caused the fire. Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency for 5 counties. Labor Day weekend travel set a new record during the pandemic, but one industry is still struggling.
Plus, T-Mobile is offering a free service for students. Find out exactly what it is after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. In election coverage 2020 tonight, even though it's Labor Day, that didn't stop those campaigning on the presidential and vice presidential tickets. Kamala Harris and Vice President Mike Pence spent the day in Wisconsin. Pence touted what the Trump administration did to boost the economy prior to the pandemic. Harris attended a roundtable with black business owners. President Trump and his opponent, former Vice President Joe Biden, were both in the state last week. The two visited Kenosha following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Catherine?
The number of air travelers going into the Labor holiday weekend set a new record during the pandemic. The Transportation Security Administration says it screened more than 968,000 people on Friday, still way below the year before when the agency saw nearly 2.2 million people. But these new numbers show the U.S. airline industry is still struggling. Mandy Gaither tells us about the outlook for air travel.
As U.S. passenger volumes remain 70% below what they were a year ago, 29% of the U.S. passenger airline fleet remains idle, according to the latest numbers from the Airlines for America organization.
The stark reality of what we're facing is dire.
United Airlines Executive Chairman Oscar Munoz estimates the collapse of air travel during the pandemic will force airlines to slash their payroll costs by 30 to 50%. That translates to tens of thousands of lost jobs. American Airlines recently announced it will lay off or involuntarily furlough 19,000 workers as of October 1st unless Congress provides more aid. In July, United Airlines warned that 36,000 employees, or nearly half of its frontline workforce, could be furloughed this fall. To try to lure customers, United, American Airlines, and Delta all announced there would no longer be change fees. Still, Airlines for America doesn't expect to see last year's passenger volumes return before 2023. The organization says revenues will take even longer to recover. Munoz remains hopeful.
But at this point in time, I think many of the majors have gotten enough liquidity that we can withstand for a period of time, certainly through next year.
For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Mandy Gaither.
AAA projected Las Vegas is the top travel destination for this holiday weekend. The city is an attractive place to visit during the pandemic. AAA says the big reason is because it's a short road trip from several major cities. However, even though Labor Day travel is projected to be down, experts say it likely wasn't as bad this year because of low gas prices. Right now, it's unknown how many people hit the roads this weekend.
On the consumer front tonight, T-Mobile is offering free internet to millions of students who might not otherwise be connected. The program is called Project 10 Million, and it is a partnership with schools. The more than $10 billion initiative will provide free wireless hotspots and high-speed internet, as well as laptops and tablets at a low cost. T-Mobile notes some 50 million students are learning from home now because of the pandemic. The company says the idea is to make sure people who don't have access to technology don't have issues achieving success. And speaking of success, Natalie, that weather, not at all successful. It was quite dreary out there. I did not like it at all.
And those dreary conditions will continue as the night moves on with expected severe weather possible tonight, and we'll track that out later on.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
9:15 here on your Monday night. Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Before we get to weather, we want to take a moment and acknowledge that we are back here for another semester. Obviously, things are different. Our anchors at the desk will be social distancing, so as you can tell, Catherine and I, we are 6 feet apart.
Yes.
And up until the show started, we were wearing masks. We've been practicing that social distancing, which is, of course, really important throughout the pandemic. We will be on Monday through Thursday at 9 o'clock, so please tune in if you can, because we will be bringing you the news as well as the weather. And that's where we're turning right now. As we said, we saw some rain today, and really it was not a nice day to be able to get outside for Labor Day.
Yeah, so we hope that it will definitely get better in the coming days. Natalie, over to you.
Yeah, right now we're tracking out some rain showers that are moving through our area because of a cold front that is currently moving over Indiana. We take a look at that, our whole region of view. We can see that cold front moving north of us, and that is expected to move out our way throughout tonight. Current temperatures right now here in Muncie, we're at 73 degrees with those isolated showers moving through our area with a southeast wind at 5 miles an hour with a dew point at 70 degrees. So that is why you've been feeling those humid conditions today. And those conditions are expected to continue as the week does go on. Looking at our current temperatures right now, we can see we're at 73 degrees in Muncie, but down south of our viewing area in Shelbyville, we are at 80 degrees. And we see the stark temperature contrast because that cold front is really split straight through the middle of our viewing area. Looking at the temperature change over the past 24 hours, we can see we have gone down a total of 4 degrees here in Muncie, but Indianapolis and Shelbyville were like 5 to 7 degrees over what we were this time yesterday, and that is because that cold front is north of that area right now. The SPC has actually issued a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms tonight. And what that does mean for us is that there is a possible chance for isolated damaging winds and heavier rain tonight as those storms do go over our viewing area. Looking at our percentage cast and timing this rain out, we can see by midnight tonight those storms are still over our viewing area, but are expected to clear out by tomorrow morning, bringing for partly cloudy conditions for your Tuesday. And those clouds do start to dissipate into Tuesday evening, bringing sunny conditions for your Wednesday as the week does continue. Tracking out another chance of precipitation moving in later this week, we can see by Friday there is another risk of precipitation off to the left that is going to reach us by Saturday and Sunday, bringing another chance for rain then. For tonight, however, we can expect temperatures to reach 66 degrees tonight with scattered thunderstorms and the south-southeasterly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. However, there is that risk for gusty conditions and isolated showers, so be aware of hydroplaning tonight if you're making a commute going out later tonight. For tomorrow's forecast, temperatures are looking great and after those storms have moved out of our area, making for partly cloudy conditions. And the skies are about to get more sunny as the day does continue with a high of 86 degrees. Looking at our mid 7-day forecast, we can see those temperatures are expected to warm up for your Tuesday and Wednesday. Come Thursday, Friday, temperatures are lower and bringing another chance of precipitation for Sunday and Saturday as well. Running out next week with a high of 75 degrees for your Monday and expected conditions to continue later on the week.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much. And looking at that 7-day, I know you said that you really like the rain.
Yes,
you find it a bit soothing, right?
I do. I love to watch a good movie and just get under the covers. So yeah, I definitely like a rainy day.
Well, you will be in luck this weekend. Obviously, we've got rain coming this weekend, as Natalie mentioned. We'll have a final check of the weather coming up a bit later in the show. But football season has been taken away from Ball State University as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm sure it comes no surprise, as the team won't take to the gridiron, the team, they're really disappointed as a result.
Yeah, for sure. So next in sports, we're going to hear from head coach Mike New about how COVID has affected the team.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds. We surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up to the minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not funny.
What on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Joey Moore with sports. College sports may have come to a screeching halt, but Delaware County high school sports, including football, are full steam ahead. Back and ready for actions, the Delta Eagles football team has made it clear that COVID-19 won't slow them down. Currently, the Eagles are 2-0 with a non-conference win against Eastbrook and a conference win against Shelbyville. In their most recent game against Shelbyville, the Eagles dominated offensively, winning 68-0. Before the season started, head football coach Chris Overholt pressed his team about the importance of focusing on what they can control.
Biggest thing I would say from last March all the way up to our first kickoff, we just kept repeating ourselves to the kids that you can only control the controllables. Like, there are going to be so many things outside of our control. We just have to make sure that we're ready to play if we get the opportunity.
The Eagles will be facing a major rival, the Yorktown Tigers, this Friday at Yorktown. Kickoff is set for 7:30. With all fall sports sitting out in the Mid-American Conference this season, NewsLink Indiana's Amani Butts caught up with Ball State football head coach Mike New. Ball State still has hope that they may have a season potentially postponed to the spring. After hitting a judge with a tennis ball at the U.S. Open, Novak Djokovic issued an apology on Sunday. Djokovic took to Twitter to apologize, stating, "This whole situation has left me really sad and empty. I checked on the lines person and the tournament told me that thank God she is feeling okay. I'm extremely sorry to have caused her so much stress. So unintended, so wrong. I'm not disclosing her name to respect her privacy." Following Sunday's events, Djokovic has been disqualified from the U.S. Open. Earlier today, Serena Williams smashed another match at the U.S. Open against Greece's Maria Sakkari. During the match, Williams trailed Sakkari 2-0 as she only laned 54% of her serves. However, Williams began attacking her serves aggressively, eventually tying with Sakkari 3-3. During the final service game, Williams powered through a backhand return winner that overtook Sakkari, winning the match 4-3. This is Williams' 100th win at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Williams will be moving on to the quarterfinal on Wednesday, where she will be facing Bulgaria's Saveta Pironkova. That's a pretty interesting and crazy story about Novak Djokovic.
Oh, absolutely.
That video, if you saw it, it looked a little accidental, but...
Yeah, I saw that video yesterday. Again, like kind of what you said, it did look accidental. You know, you feel bad for that line judge because it's not like those balls are soft. You know, she got hit really hard, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it hurt. And in a way, you know, Novak Djokovic, he did not mean to do that. And, you know, at least from what it appeared on the tape. So obviously it's nice to see that he is apologizing for what had happened. And also Serena Williams, you know, doing big stuff.
Yeah, she's playing really well.
Awesome, Joey, thank you so much. And in just a moment, Catherine and I, we have our anchor pick stories tonight. We're talking about fast food. You're going to hear why Arby's is competing with your local deli and Dairy Queen is giving back. We've got more on all of that after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Can you help me?
I got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. It is now time for our anchor pick stories tonight. Myself and Catherine, we picked a story each to tell you about. Catherine, I know we both chose stories that have to do with fast food. What do you got?
Well, Tyler, today my story revolves all around my favorite dessert, ice cream, and something I've been eating a lot during quarantine. Dairy Queen's promotion benefiting the Children's Miracle Network went viral, leaving the company sold out of scented candles in only an hour. The caramel apple pie blizzard, fudge brownie, and other ice cream dessert scented candles disappeared as quickly as you could say blizzard. Last fall, Dairy Queen did the candle promotion with snickerdoodle cookie dough blizzard and pumpkin pie blizzard. While those sound delicious, this year the 6 varieties of scented candles really sent DQ fans over the top.
Ooh, I like those candles. I'm sure that they smell great because all those things that you mentioned there, the different flavors, they're all so amazing.
Yes.
I know you said you're a big fan of ice cream. So am I. What's your favorite flavor?
I have to go with just a simple chocolate and sprinkles.
Wow,
sure.
that's so basic.
I know, but I love it.
Well, anyway, you know what I like? I love Arby's because they've got the meats, but now, guess what? They're selling it by the pound. The company is selling 3 of its meats at 9 Atlanta area locations. It says COVID-19 really sparked this idea since people can get the items right now from the drive-thru. The cost is about $5 for a half a pound and $9 for a full pound. And the options include roast beef. So if you like roast beef, I'm sure you're gonna love this. Ham, as well as corned beef. Right now, this is just a trial run that ends later this month. So obviously, we're talking about our ice cream. We're talking about Arby's and the different meats. We've got sweet, we've got savory. They're both good, but you know what isn't sweet or savory? That weather right now, just not good at all. Natalie, that's 7-day for us.
Yeah, we're tracking out those storms moving through the area tonight. However, after those storms, we expect to see sunnier conditions for the rest of the week. Come Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures are warmer, but they fall back down again for your Thursday and Friday. And Sunday and Saturday bring the chance for more rain showers as well. And come Monday, starting next week, we're going to have a high of 75 degrees.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it for night 1 of us here at NewsLink Indiana. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us again tomorrow at 9 right here on Facebook Live as well as on Cardinal Vision.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.